Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. Welcome to my time to journal, an untrained person playing with lots of art supplies and having fun. Join me. Good morning, good morning. Wednesday morning here. I still have all these paints on my desk. All right, let's see who we're going to get today. Let's get the big book out of here. Oops, I haven't glued this one down yet. Ugh, still don't like it. Like this much better. Okay, if you don't know, there's a couple new people, a few new people here. So this is, my name is Beth. I live in South Carolina. I am untrained, which works to my advantage, I believe, at times. I never know what I'm doing. I don't teach. I don't sell. I might recommend something if I like it. And I just play here every day because this is part of my creative outlet and makes my day start better when I do this every morning. So thank you for being here. Welcome. And this is my gratitude from the Tube Journal that I am paying homage to people that have helped me, whether it's on YouTube or from a tube of paint from my art group or from people that have inspired me over the years. And I'm paying gratitude to them through this journal. And it's a used book that I took out the guts and I made a junk journal. And now I'm filling it up with an honorary page for somebody every day. Nope, already did that one. Oh, this is Allie Brown. Now she's not active on YouTube. At least I don't know where she is. But a ways back in my journey, she was pretty active, and I liked her approach on things and her approach to junk journals and tip-ins and things like that. I don't know how I'm going to do this page, but I think she was one of the first people I heard about. And she was messy, but it turned out pretty. Her approach, her messy attack, and tip-ins. She was one of the first people I saw do tip-ins. Her and somebody else. Can't remember who now. And this is a little tiny piece of junk journal that I used scraps out of to make this little guy. And I'm just putting in all my little post-its because every page has a post-it of whoever I want to honor. And I'm adding them to this little book as another little way of honoring them also. And when you have lots of these little things laying around because you can't throw anything away, this is what happens. You make other little journals. But, I mean, this is gorgeous. And I think just putting the piece of post-it in here is wonderful. Huh. I don't know what I'm going to do. She does a lot of watercolor now. Or it seems like she does. I do have some of her. Oh, you know what? I have an owl stamp and I have some washi tape of hers. That was watercolor washi tape. Let's get those out and go from there. So I do get out my owl stamps and I got out her washi tape and I'm putting the washi tape around the paper as a frame. And then I am going to stamp my washi tape, or not the owls, not the washi tape, the owls around the, on white pieces of paper, separate white piece of paper, and color them in somehow. That's the plan I have going at this point. This watercolor splotches, I think she called them plunks. I plunk it down. Are very pretty, and not rocket science by any means. In fact, speaking of rocket science, the idea came to me. So now I'm deciding I'm going to put watercolor down first. Now I have very, very dirty water, but in the end, this all looks fine. I'm just too lazy to go up and get change my water. But I think I'm going to take a bunch of pictures of some of the junk journals and just painting that I've done, abstract stuff, and line it up into little tiny squares and make my own washi tape. Not to sell. I'm not going to do any of that. It's too much work on my part, even on Etsy. And I'm not going to deal with Chinese printers and all that kind of stuff. Don't have that experience. Don't want to learn how to do it. I'm sure I could if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Unless they make washi tape in the United States, which I don't think they do. I'm not going to do any of that. So, here is my watercolor. Now it needs to dry really, really well. And this girl, Allie Brown, if she is active, she must be active somewhere because she still has products that she sells. And I don't know how all that works. I'm not on Facebook, never will be on Facebook, ever. And so, I don't know if she has an active community there. But she does a lot, it seems like, with watercolor more now than she did before when I first started watching her. Before it was pictures and just kind of like the way I journal. So now I'm down to dry, sort of, paper. And this is just children's journaling paper. It's thick, but it's not watercolor paper. It might be just mixed media children's stuff, because I buy that a lot when I'm going to do something that I'm going to cut apart or whatever. So I got all 3 owl poses that she has in these stamps, and they're very whimsical. She did an owl face for a while too. Now these are several years old. So I'm trying to cover up to get the bodies of the owls into at least 2 colors of these splotches, and try to come up with a watercolor look that I'm doing here. And I'm doing this over layers of paper, which are uneven, and therefore I'm getting uneven stamping. But I'm kind of going back in with my Fudanescu pen and seeing if I can't make it look right enough. So the one that has the tilted head is the cutest. Or no, actually the one that looks like a gremlin is the cutest. They're all cute. What am I talking about? So now I'm thinking, how am I going to put these on this piece of paper? I love the fact that there's pink watercolor of some kind splotched on this book page here before. But I decided to kind of make a tree branch. And this took lots of, fiddly cutting around. I like to always leave a border. And since it's not white, but it is a watercolor border. And I'm not going to do anything else to these stamps. I just want them to be lined up on a tree branch. And this is my Allie Brown page. And I really do like how this turned out. Now, it's different than what I've been doing, but each one of these artists brings something different to my heart and to my palette of tools, which are very, 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 very minuscule and rudimentary. But that's okay. I still have fun here every day. I still have, who else sits here and plays with owls on watercolors in the morning and makes it a smile on her face, and she gets to go to another art class this afternoon and hopefully make somebody else smile. That's the whole point of all of this. It's just making me happy and giving me a purpose on a Wednesday morning that is beautiful here. Our blossoms are going crazy. We are very, 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 very warm already. We went through a very cool spring, and it's dramatic. This happened last year too, dramatically turning into summer rapidly, which in South Carolina is until the end of October. And I mean, we will have 90s, 80s and 90s, mostly 90s, 80s at night, and humidity in the 100 percentile until October. So we relish our spring. I do. I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't want to live where it's cold, that's for sure. I could do without a little less humidity, would be great, but it is what it is. So here I am, got my owls in a line on this branch. They're all kind of doing goofy things. I hear a hoot owl at night at my house. And adding Allie Brown and just putting on here her approach, her messy attack, and her tip-ins are what I really took from her and put into my heart and in my palette of tools that I use here in any kind of journal every single day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.